We are welcoming a very special guest to the desk right now. Dr. Sushma Kaneru is joining us as we're going to talk a little women's heart health. Very important issue, and maybe you didn't realize, guys, if you're watching right now, the things that you might be experiencing and the things that ladies might be experiencing are two different things.
This whole month is kind of dedicated to, for people to be aware about symptoms and things like that when it comes to heart disease, because it is the #1 killer, more than cancer and everything like that. We always hear about cancer and things like that, but we want to make sure we're taking care of our heart as well. So let's talk about those symptoms and how they differ between a man and a woman.
So, yeah, as you said, heart disease is the major #1 killing disease in women, even compared more than breast cancer. And men typically present with this classic crushing chest pain in the middle of the chest, going down their left arm, happens at rest, gets worse with exertion. Women tend to present with atypical vague symptoms. They can present with pain in their upper back, pain in their shoulder, neck, and jaw. Sometimes they may not have chest pain. They may just present with shortness of breath, sudden weakness, anxiety, flu-like symptoms.
I'll tell you, it's 27 years ago I lost my mom to this, and her complaint, from the stories we've heard, I wasn't there, but her complaint was she had heartburn. She thought she had this a little upset stomach, and that was her symptom, and ultimately ended up taking her. But that is something you need to pay attention to, isn't it?
Yes, definitely. And whenever women tend to underplay their symptoms, or they tend to put it aside, they say, I need to finish this before I go in, or they think that maybe I should talk to my doctor first, or talk to my family members first before I go in. So women tend to present to the emergency room 2 hours later than males, because they are not very good at going in right away. And it's very important for you to know your body and to know when you just don't feel right, and ask for medical attention right away. Don't ask your spouse or don't ask your family member to drive you. Call 911 and ask the EMS to take you in.
Just curious, why physiologically do women present with different symptoms than men do?
Yeah, studies have shown that when men tend to build up these fatty plaques, which causes the blockages in the blood vessels and which cause the decreased blood supply to the heart muscle, men tend to develop it more in localized areas. So when you do the angiogram or the testing, you can see it right away.
Okay.
But women build it like diffusely along the blood vessel wall. So when you do an angiogram, it's less visible, harder to diagnose on the testing. So when that happens, they tend to get less stents, and even when they have a heart attack, they're not on the right medications because they didn't receive a stent and things like that.
Okay.
But the folks at UnityPoint Health, you guys are dialed into this. You know exactly what you're looking for and how to treat everything like this, aren't you?
Yes, we want to improve awareness, and I think it's very important right now because we talk about breast cancer, and when you compare breast cancer to heart disease in women, I mean, it's a lot of women doesn't know that heart disease kills them more than breast cancer does. Because of the awareness with the breast cancer campaigns and everything, the mortality has gone down in women with breast cancer, but I think we have to pay more attention to heart disease, because 1 out of 3 women tend to develop heart disease in their lifetime, and 1 out of 2 will die from it.
Is there anything we can do to prevent it? It's one thing to be aware about it, but is there anything we can do to hopefully not get to that point where we're feeling those pains? Yeah,
so prevention is to going to your regular doctor checkups, treating your hypertension, treating your diabetes, because the risk factors are kind of the same in both males and females. But in females, diabetes and hypertension tend to cause more heart damage than in males. So treating those conditions is really important. So regular doctor checkups, keeping your blood pressure, diabetes under control, treating your cholesterol, regular diet, exercise. Frankly, women are very good at nagging their spouses. They say, hey, you need to take your medications, you need to go to your doctor, you need to exercise, but they neglect their own personal health because of a lot of different things.
See, it's not the guys, Jason. See, all the stories we've heard, all the guys never go to the doctor. It's the ladies.
Well, we're kind of the caretakers of everyone around us, but we don't always take care of ourselves.
And that's really important, taking care of their own health.
Is there a place where we can get information? It's about being aware this month. If we want to share it with our loved ones or other women we know in our lives, is there a place we can send them so they can get more information on this?
Yes, at UnityPoint we have a lot of sessions going on, and I think we can provide some information from our administrators.
UnityPoint.org, again, UnityPoint.org. But again, if you're experiencing some of the things that you just got done mentioning, it may not be a bad idea to be checked out, because it could be a lot more serious than you think. Now, is there any certain age that we're looking at, or does it affect all ages?
It affects all ages, because when you compare breast cancer and heart disease kills women of all ages more than breast cancer. Women do tend to present later in life than males, but it does happen in younger ages too.
It can happen in the prime of your life too, so keep that in mind. So if anything just doesn't seem right, ladies and guys, make sure you get a hold of the folks at UnityPoint and check things out.
Thank you so much.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Doctor. We appreciate it.
Thanks for